Infrastructure development is one of the 3 tiers of the state's 3-point agenda, the expansion of which will serve to attract investment into the state and diversify its economy. The Asaba International Airport is a milestone in Delta State's efforts to develop its infrastructure. It has also helped in the state's plan to redefine itself as a world-class holiday destination.
We're going to take advantage of the proximity, close proximity of Onitsha Market, Nnewi Market, and Asaba business community to bring in international airlines. We're thinking of the British Airways, we're thinking of Emirates, and we're thinking of perhaps Lufthansa or Air France. And we know we have enough passengers, we know we have enough goods for these routes we have identified. You know, most Igbo traders, they go to Dubai, China, and they have to go through Emirates. And in a couple of months, we'll be through with the whole airport, and they will bring in international flights. About 70 to 60% of the passengers patronizing the Benin airport are from Delta, and with the completion of the Asaba airport, of course, bulk of them will now find their route back to Asaba airport. So it's going to be a very, very viable airport in terms of the volume of passengers, the volume of traffic, and in terms of goods and services. It's going to be very, very viable. And of course, in terms of commerce and industry, you know what it takes. That instead of bringing your goods to Lagos, and then you have to haul them through the long distance from Lagos to Onitsha, all you need to do is to take advantage of this close arrangement and then bring in your goods here. In 10 minutes, you are in Onitsha. So, and of course, beyond that, it's going to create a lot of employment for our people. It's going to reduce poverty and create wealth for the people. I know a number of people who are coming here to do one business or the other in terms of car hire, in terms of hotels and hospitality, in terms of having restaurants, having shops, and you're creating employment for people, you're creating wealth for people, you're reducing poverty for the people. So it's a major economic boost to Asaba and its catchment zones.
The opening of the Asaba airport means that travellers now have direct access into the state's capital, which was initially an hour-and-a-half journey from either of the 2 nearest airports located in Warri and Benin City. The ease of access is not only good for potential tourists, but also a welcome relief for business travellers.
The state government is also making sure that airports which service these places really are working. Asaba has taken off. People are landing and taking off now in Asaba, so commuting time is really cut to almost 0. And in Warri, the Warri airport is going to be expanded. From Warri to the Delta Leisure Resort is about 10-15 minutes drive as well. So that also takes care of, quick and easy access to both resorts.
You're going to see a lot of traffic coming to Delta State. People across the Niger, people in the eastern part of the country who are majorly into trade are going to be using that international airport. So you therefore see that apart from tourists who probably just come to spend holidays in Delta State, and indigenes of Delta State who want to also come and spend some time with their relations and all that, core business people, traders, will also be finding need for such facilities.
I came here, I've done what I came to do, and I just said, why go back to Benin Airport when there's an airport in Asaba? Why not just fly from here? Because from here to Benin is another 2 hours. So I've saved myself 2 hours of having to go to Benin to fly from Benin to Lagos. So really, it's a welcome development.
Namdi Okolo and Diko Atanu are both Lagos-based businessmen whose respective companies have them travel to Delta State regularly. Before the Asaba airport opened, this meant a long and time-consuming journey from Lagos to Asaba. Fortunately for them, and many others, this is no longer the case.
It's really a good thing, apart from the fact that the airport is an ultra-modern airport. Just like what you can see outside, been to places like Shenzhen, that is in China, and then Shanghai, their airport is of this type of standard. It's a very, very good airport, compared to what I've seen within Nigeria. It's a great pride, to wheel Deltans, and I'm really proud of this happenings. And I give credit to the governor. So I've been so excited since I've been here, sending text messages. I can even show you a lot of responses from my brothers and my friends in US and in London, in Lagos, in other areas. Everybody's so excited about this new happening. Even my friends from the Anambra State and almost, because they all pass through this place. It's a great relief, and it will boost the economy and make things easier.
It's a huge change. Prior to this, I had to gone to, say, Warri, drive by roads 2 hours, and you know how the roads are sometimes in Nigeria. And with this, I had to just come in here 10 minutes to the airport, from the airport to my hotel, and my business meetings were only 5 minutes away from the hotel. So that alone is just a huge convenience, basically. For me, safety is what's important, and what this does is make sure I'm very safe, and I can come in and out on time with no problems at all. But the biggest difference is proximity to the state capital. You can come in and go out as quickly as possible. So if you have to do meetings, come for maybe tourism reasons, you can come in safely and then go out safely. So I think for the most part it's just safety. That's the bottom line. And that's big in Nigeria for most business travelers, tourists, or people in general, basically.